Hey guys, Zelonius here. Welcome to another video on the channel. In this video today, we are going to be looking at my 4-3-2-1 custom tactics, why it's so good. I'll talk in depth about the formation, the strengths and weaknesses of it, what makes it so meta this year, and then show you some gameplay showing you how to use this formation. Are you fed up of getting out-teamed on FIFA? Want that God squad that you've always dreamed of? Check out MMOEXP and use code ZEL at checkout for a 5% discount. Check out the link below. MMOEXP, the best place to buy coins. Okay, so this is the team that I've been using for the 4-3-2-1. We have Verratti as the more defensive-minded midfielder. He plays like the centre mid role. Di Maria and Coy as right centre mid and left centre mid. Flat back four, and then front three of Ginola in the middle, Leao on the right, Alawiran on the left. 4-3-2-1 has been taking the pro scene by storm this year, the FIFA Global Series, because simply put, on this game with how the through balls are, how pace is, it is OP, this formation. It's not quite as dominant now that the first time through balls aren't as good as they were, but it is still crazy and still one of the most effective formations when used properly on the game. So I'm going to show you my custom tactics for it. So for me, I don't run it in two variations. I run it in one, the balance one. These tactics are very similar to Footwiz Ethan's. I basically copied them and then tweaked them to how I like. Footwiz Ethan just won the recent FGS qualifier out of all the pros in Europe, so very impressive, very good player. Yeah, like I said, these are adjustment of his tactics. One of the main reasons this formation is so OP though, and we're going to start with the player instructions because that really affects how this formation is. It's very different to what you might think. I'll explain it. So here, the left winger here we have on get in behind, basic defense support, and then the other one, he's on mixed attack, come back on defense. So the reason for this is we want this guy to have balanced whip so he sits wide a little bit, and when we defend, it almost turns into a 4-4-2 defensively, which is a very good formation at defending. So you put come back on defense on either you right winger or right forward or left forward, and when you do that, like I say, it turns it into a 4-4-2 defensively. And then you have one of these guys still, one of the forwards sitting on getting behind, and then the central striker, of course, stays central. And for that, like I say, when you're defending, it turns it into a 4-4-2, which is very good defensively. So one of the weaknesses previously on FIFA with this formation was that when you was defending with it, it was very bad defensively because the three forwards didn't do a lot. And having three players up front meant that it was not as good. But with the way this adapts it and turns it into a 4-4-2, it's very good now. Those are the instructions on the forward. You can put the left forward on come back on defense, balanced attack, and this one can be on getting behind basic. It's up to you, but one of them needs to. And then the other thing is, whichever one's on behind, I put balanced overlap. I go more attacking and have balanced overlap on both, but you could put stay back on one of the fullbacks if you really want. And then for the centre mids, we put stay back, cover centre on one of them. He needs to be the one next to the forward who's coming back as well. So that side's really protected. And then this side, get into the box, cover wing, balance attack. It might sound a bit weird, but trust me in game, the shape of it works really well. This guy I have on stay back, cover centre. The middle centre mid for me is the one who's going to be the more defensive minded one. Whilst Verratti isn't like a beast physically, he's got very good aggression. He's very quick, very good at turning, holding the ball. He links everything together. So I think this position is very important in this formation, in my opinion. In terms of the actual tactics, the depth is at 72, so we get the auto offside traps, which are OP on this game. Quite low width though. Playing low width, so we're quite compact and narrow. Balanced, direct passing. The width's on 50. I don't think this formation seems to affect it too much, changing the width. Players in box on 6. In terms of the type of players you want in this formation, the striker, middle one, ideally is going to be 5-star, 5-star. Any 5-star, 5-star in your middle strike is going to be so key because it's allowed you to do tricks, be unpredictable, and turn and pass and shoot on either foot. You want the outside forwards to be good in everything, of course, but that's what we want, but they need to be rapid. The middle centre mid for me needs to be good defensively, fairly quick to cover ground, and it's a big plus if he can play make as well. For this forward, whichever one's going to be getting forward more, he needs to be able to shoot, dribble, be very good going forward. The other one can be more defensive minded, but it's beneficial if he's good all round. You want fullbacks who can attack in this formation because you've got them on overlap, giving you an overwhelming amount of options. That's very hard for your opponent to defend. Obviously, still good defending and physical and fast. And then the centre-backs, just the classic stuff you want with your centre-backs. We've already explained the instructions, so we're going to get into some gameplay clips now where I can show you how good this formation is and show you some examples of how to use it and get the most out of it. Okay, so here in this clip, we're going to see me lose the ball around the opponent's box, but then see all the options this formation gives going forward that makes it very hard for my opponent to defend. So here, wait for the clip to go, we win the ball back there. Now, this is one of the reasons that I really like having a playmaker in the middle centre mid who's still good at defending. So he's good on the ball, he's able to turn, he can pass with both feet, and look what he manages to do. Thing is here, he gets a lot more freedom to do that because we've got a right centre mid there, we've got a left centre mid here. I need to get my pen software out, let me get it up for you boys. It's coming up. Okay, so we've got the centre mids here who occupy space that these defenders have to take up, and then we've got 3 forwards here. That's very hard to defend against when there's 3 forwards to mark. See there, getting a good position now, we're one-on-one, and in this position the reverse elastico is so good. In that, what's happened there? The reverse elastico is so good in this position. The flip-flop, you do there, knock it past the defender, then from there it's an easy finish. That's one of the reasons 5-star weak foot's so nice. We scored using a 5-star skill move and 5-star weak foot there. That's one of the reasons having it on your central striker is really good. And then we could see all the options, including an overlapping fullback there, meant it was so hard for the opponent to defend. This formation going forward so dominant because it's just got so many different options that make it hard for your opponent. Okay, so in this clip here we have another very nice goal that uses a lot of different players in the team. So we're playing with the right back here. Here, I'd like to go there, but there's not really a guaranteed gap. There is nothing wrong with going backwards in the long term to go forward. Now, I never would encourage people to be just time wasting, playing ultra possession for the sake of being boring just to try to frustrate your opponent. I don't get why anyone would do that and enjoy that personally. I don't encourage that. But I encourage smart play, keeping the ball, not making it easy for your opponent, not giving it away cheaply. And here, going backwards is the safe option. Then I use that to start going forward. Here, I'm looking for the next pass. Because I've got a 5-star weak foot passer with good passing, I can do a driven pass there. And now I've broke the lines. Here, I'm looking for a space, quick scoop turn. Now there, because of the way this formation operates, I've got lots of really good options around the box there. It's very hard for someone to defend when you've got 4 forwards in the box. You've still got your midfield here to stop the counter-attack. If they defend this way, you can always go back to the fullbacks who are sat higher up because they're on balanced attack overlap. There, I maybe should just turn and just shoot there. I maybe overplay this a bit, but I've got the option to. And then there, nice easy finish. So let's watch that back. Break the lines there. That is something people don't do enough, by the way. If you can pass to your forwards and get past their midfield, it can put you in a very good position, so you should do that. There, Ginola to Di Maria. Great scoop turn. Extra pass. Take a touch to set myself. Nice easy goal. One of my best goals I've probably scored so far this weekend. This formation really helps with that. Okay, in this final clip that we're showing again the overwhelming options that this formation gives in the attack. Lots that you can do here. The fullback overlaps there. The forward next to him gets involved. We've then got our 2 midfielders here who are sat a little bit deeper. You can see Di Maria's got forward there. He almost acts like a forward at times. The 2 midfielders help a lot. Brilliant play by Variety there. Options around here that occupy some of the other men. We obviously could have gone there as well. Ginola there with a 5-star weak foot, unpredictable. Very hard for the opponent to defend. But you just see here so many options, so many overlaps. It really is very hard for the opponent to defend. It's a little bit like the 4-3-3-5 that I recommended and played a lot this year, but honestly probably better defensively. Is it as good going forward? Maybe not, but it maybe is a bit better balance. Hopefully this video has helped you out, giving you a good idea of why the 4-3-2-1 is so meta and so good this year. Appreciate you guys watching. As always, keep it spicy. See you guys in the next one. Peace.